you are new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 8th episode of Anime to Your Eternity, so let's see what this episode has. Let's go. Okay, let's see. A bit of a recap at first. A gift. Yeah, and then he's just casually living with them. Mm-hmm. He even said kawaii in Japanese. Does it mean he thinks Ima is cute? Gosh. For the stimulation. Yeah, so it seems like that was a fun moment. In the previous arc, he learned a little bit from several people, I think, but mostly from March. Like March, well, from the beginning, like first he learned from the boy, the unnamed boy, then he learned from March, and I feel like it's been set up that this is like Gugu's arc, where he's going to learn from Gugu. So this for me raises the question: is Gugu going to die? Because I kind of see the pattern, but maybe the pattern isn't going to be the same all the time. Maybe it's going to change up, and he will simply like change from these people that he got to know. But it doesn't mean that they're going to die and he is going to take their forms. Maybe not necessarily. Obviously, I want all the best for Gugu, even though he lost his face, if you could say that. He can still live, his life, and I'm just noticing some moments in the trailer again, and it feels like this is kind of a similar mask. No, I think this is a bit of a different mask of someone that we also saw in the ending that kind of erupts fire from their mouth. But maybe it's a different character. I have a great idea. Okay. So her name is Rian. And she's into Imma. That's peculiar. What's her parents gotta think about it? These dumplings look so good. Yep. The grandma, Puran, definitely noticed that Gugu likes this girl. Maybe a mix of this. Monster Brothers. That's cute. Because when you like someone, it's nice to see them more often. But done dishes. I don't think he could summon items before. Right? Because he wasn't hurt by the ball. That was savage, come on. Yeah, but he did feel pain. Well, we already know that. Yeah, so he can replicate things that he was hurt by. Yeah, it seems so. Oh, maybe that's where it comes from, the fire erupting? Poor him! Ah, but it's only the stick without the fire. Maybe because it's not an item? It's kind of horrible! I understand why he's upset. He's just being hurt without his consent. These people. The wolf form is really cute. And I like how the wolf and the boy still are kind of in the same color palette. Okay. Of course, that's why she came here. Well, it's only been 3 months, I guess. It can heal. I had a long time, kinda after a burn, a very pretty mark in form of a crescent moon somewhere like here on my arm or on my shoulder. What the fuck is he doing? And again, I didn't want it to go away. It was a cute scar, but unfortunately, it did fade away. Yeah, I have the same question. That's a crazy idea. What the fuck? It sounds disgusting. Is that why his belly was kinda sticking out? I thought it strange. Why would it happen because of the wound? So that must be the reason why. Cute. Well, no, I think that. Oh my gosh, this is so adorable. He found a little nook to sleep in. Yeah, I kind of understand why this old man did that. Yeah, he just wanted to like experiment. So he'll need to do the surgery and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Booze made inside of a human doesn't sound sanitary. Imma is so scared of her cooking that he decided to volunteer. Well, old man must have cooked something before Gugu came here. Okay, looks promising. Like, she has a nice attitude. I think she's very sweet. I wonder if he's upset that no one is, yeah, coming after him. Maybe he was hoping that someone cares. And he says sake, so that's sake. That was fantastic sentence, I know. I don't know, maybe I misunderstood. I kind of figured that there's like a whole thingy there that makes alcohol, not just. I don't know. Well, he's trying to take something out, so probably yes. Is this the same tent he was living in before with his brother? Still here? That's a bit confusing. Like the whole alcohol story, you know? So nobody will want to take him to work? Oh, okay. No, he got work right away. That's good. Oh, but how is he going to eat in a mask? Oh, that's so sweet. I, well, as a kid, I also understand. I wouldn't like just some random kid suddenly start living with my family. Like, well, I think as a family, it doesn't really matter if his face is disfigured. I think uh, there can still be like love that is not romantic, you know? I understand why kids got scared and started crying, but I'm sure that the parents, yeah, would be more understanding, you know? You see, this man is really kind, I think. Probably like probably if he didn't have children, he could take Gugu in and nobody would complain. Oh no, he's going to get bullied. That's so horrible. And like, look at this adult man bullying a little child. Gosh, that's so. Yeah, they're horrible people. Is he starting to think that maybe he doesn't want a mask? That he will just present himself as himself all the time? That's interesting. Well, he could also wear something, you know. Okay, he has pants, so. Then. looking. Is this salt? Oh no, 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 no. Done. Yeah, like he knows what the action is, but he doesn't know how to do it correctly. And that is also completely understandable, you know? Well, he's getting much better in dialogue. Does she know how to do these things herself? Yeah, so he's like perfect at doing these things. He wanted to use it as a gift. To force him to find Gugu? Is she really so thoughtful? I thought maybe she's just not good in doing these things herself. Wait, why is he the only one working also? These guys not only bullies, but they're also doing nothing during their work. What is going on here? But yeah, maybe it's like a good idea without the mask. People will kind of already, it won't be a mystery. Everyone will know already how he looks. So with time they can get accustomed to it, you know? Yes, first it is a shock. That's true. But then you kind of get used to it. Yeah, but I kind of assumed already that bulge is because of that alcohol thingy. That's how I thought you're supposed to go like super down for the push up. What the fuck? Yeah, that's strange. How such a nice, understanding, kind man has a kid like this? That's strange. Like, I understand why the kid didn't want him to live with them. That was a normal kid behavior, in my opinion. Like, understandable, right? But this, what he did was too much. Gosh, you don't want him to even come to work for it? Oh, come on. This is so stupid. The people are so crazy. Like, they never saw anyone, like, hurt, injured in any way. Okay. Like, there are jobs where you don't even need to, like, show yourself to people, I think. And I think the field job was fine. Gosh. The way it's presented with music and sparkles. Yeah, maybe when he thought about, like, where did he get it from, he thought about her and he thought, like, I don't want to give this up. So not only because of the feelings for her, but also because it connects him. What? Oh, wait, that's his useless brother? He is still here somewhere? I thought he left for like another town completely and been useless there. I am sure. I thought we would never see him again, even. He gave him even some. The ring. To this piece of shit! Holy shit, this boy is a fucking saint. I would never do this. I would be like, bitch, you left me. You took all the money we worked for. I wouldn't, like, give him anything. I would be like, okay. hmm. I don't think so. He would waste it like he wasted the previous money. So I guess in his eyes, his brother still has like potential to build something of his life. Okay. That's really sad. What now? He is now kidnapped? It's getting worse and worse. Like to the circus or something? Gosh, it's getting much worse. Well, that's not a job if he's kidnapped. That's a bit different. Oh. So Ima probably came looking for him and... Oh, he's happy. That's cute. Now people will definitely think that Gugu is some type of monster and he's like protected by another monster. Oh, that's so sweet. Hmm. Okay, so some appreciation of being a monster. There are a lot of things that happen, I feel like, in terms of Gugu's personal growth in this episode. It's kind of hard for me to say, to kind of understand how all of this happened, and some of the reasoning maybe behind the things he did. There is someone in the ending erupting fire, like from the mask, but it is a completely different mask, I feel it seems like. So it's probably the character we didn't meet before. And overall, in this sequence, we see some characters. Let's see, we see the bear, we see March, and we see March's sister, and then we see the girl we never saw before, I think, and then this person with the mask erupting fire. So I guess we are going to maybe meet this girl first, and then this erupting fire character. So that's what I wanted to say. When I was little, we had this book, My Friend Computer, something like this, and it was basically the times where the computers were only like developing more and appearing in households. So it was something pretty new and exciting. And at this time, you would have this, I'm not sure how they're called, like floppy disks, diskette, we called them. And there was much less information on the computer, like these times of my early childhood. And in some ways computers were compared to kind of robots. And there was this comic where there were also little comics there where one character was saying, oh, we have to peel the potatoes again. It would be so nice if there was like a robot or some program that would peel the potatoes for us. And the professor character, I think, said, okay, let me pretend like I am a robot, like this machine, and you tell me to do this action. And the other character started saying, okay, peel the potatoes. But the thing is that for the robot, it doesn't mean anything. What do you mean, peel the potatoes? Like, what do I have to do with them? So you have to be more specific. Like, take a knife, for example, and scrape the surface of the potato. You have to go in the very specific details. You have to, it's like, like writing code for the computer, for example, right? So you can force your character to move around. You have to write down like every action, that if I press the button left, you move to the left, and then you have to stop. You don't just move to the left to the other side of the universe. You move to the left at like one little bit tiny of space, and then I press right and you move a bit to the right. Like every little detail, every little action, like how you have to hold the knife for the potatoes peeling, or like this thing that is like a peeler for the potatoes. That's one I usually would use, right? How you have to hold it, like what side, etc., etc., that you don't have to take too much of this potato peel from it. You know what I mean? So yeah, going back to Imma learning these things like cleaning, work in the field, stuff like that. Yeah, he maybe saw like the actions that Gugu is doing roughly, and he kind of knows what he has to do, but he doesn't have this specific instruction. He doesn't understand the details. So it feels like the information has to be kind of put into him, like in this computer, like in the robot. And then we have Pioran's phrase that he has to become human as soon as possible. That was a bit strange for me, because it felt like she's just one of these random people that surround him and kind of help him grow in some ways, maybe not always intentionally, and maybe try to get something out of him in theory, like she was talking about, I don't know, like selling him, or I don't know, doing something to benefit herself, obviously. But then she says things, I'm not sure if that's the translation, but it gives this I don't know, idea that she kind of knows something, and she knows that he has to become a human as soon as possible. Maybe I'm kind of reading too much into this, thinking, okay, maybe it's not that simple. Maybe like she knows something about the overarching plot, and why does he need to become human as soon as possible? But maybe she just means that so he can integrate in the society, the better he the sooner he becomes human, the better. Maybe that's what she was going for. And yeah, going back to our Gugu, I think that yeah, there were many interesting points. Kind of this time that he went back into the world of the regular people, to this town, gave him some self-growth, but then it seemed like it gave him again this feeling of being depressed and unwanted, and like a monster that nobody wants to see, and like there's no hope for him. There's more hope for his useless brother that left him and took all the money to do God knows what. And then when Imma saves him and he sees how cool Imma is, that yeah, he is a monster, but he is stronger than he scares these people away thanks to that, and his scary appearance, obviously. And then Gugu gets some appreciation for monsters. So that's the timeline, I guess, of his character development. I feel like it's hard to say because it's like a different place, a different time, but I feel like maybe some of the reactions of humans were a bit overblown, because this nice man that knows Gugu, and he saw his face. Yeah, of course he got shocked at first, but then he kind of got over it. Yeah, I know he was injured, he said it, so like, yes, his face is injured, like what is there else to say? It doesn't change his opinion on Gugu as a person. He still wanted Gugu to come and to work in the field, and like if he didn't have any children, he probably would have taken Gugu into the family, no problem. We don't really know what the wife would say. We didn't see like much of her reactions or like any words from her, so I don't know about that. Maybe the kids, at least this kid, are so mean and not understanding. Maybe they took it from the mother. I don't know, because yeah, the man seems to be like super kind, like no bad things to say about him. The other workers on the field are of course horrible, like especially I would understand it a little bit more coming from the kids, that if he was working with other kids and they were bullying him. I know how it is that, yeah, kids, they are pretty horrible people. To be honest, I really don't like kids, to be honest. They are, yeah, they're pretty bad. They, if you are not kind of like them in any way, if you are different from them in any way, they are going to bully you. Like that's what they are going to do, and they are very much more blunt, cruel, less understanding. But coming from adult people that we saw in this episode, the bullying of a kid, this kind of reactions, this was worse in my opinion, because when you are an adult you have to already have some brains in your head, right? And be more and especially not bully children. That's like, not bully anyone, of course, but it's just so stupid when you go for someone that can't even possibly do anything to you in response, right? So choosing like super weak as a target of your bullying, well, I guess that's what bullies usually do, but still, that was pretty shocking, and that no one would even like want to consider taking him for some kind of job. I feel like these adult reactions were a bit like over the top, and especially like nobody in this town or nearby ever got in any accidents, ever got like injured in any way. Like that's the first time they see a person who was like disfigured by something. There were like no fires, no burns, no nothing. Like well, that's good for them. I'm very happy. This seems to be a very safe town overall. And then I was shocked also why the brother was still here. I thought he left completely for like another town, another city, with this other guy spending, I don't know, money on gambling and drinking and whatever somewhere else. I was so shocked to see him still in this town. Why didn't we like run into him in any moment before? That was so strange. Well, yeah, that's just like around. I don't know if I can say anything constructive right now. I'm a bit like angry, annoyed, many characters in this episode. So maybe I'll save some more thoughts. Maybe I'll come up with something next time. And if you have anything to say about this episode, please share your thoughts in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. So that would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya.